So I'm a Muslim. I'm a revert Muslim. I reverted to Islam about 13 months ago, and I want to tell you the story today of why I chose to revert to Islam. A little over a year ago, I had been traveling around the world country to country with a business partner of mine at the time. And my business partner ended up actually being a Muslim, and he was Pakistani. We had just gotten done with a 1.5-month trip while we were in Turkey, and we were deciding where should we go next. He told me that he has family back home in Pakistan and he'd like to go see them. He's like, hey, do you want to come with me to Pakistan? I said, sure. You know what? I've never been. I'm a white man from America. Let's go try it out. So we ended up arriving in Pakistan, and once I got there, I noticed something very different. The people. This was the first real Islamic country that I had ever been in, and immediately, as much as I was a foreigner, everyone started treating me like family. It really intrigued me how hospitable everybody was. Everybody wanted me to come have dinner at their house. Everybody wanted me to come to their local events. Everybody wanted to shake my hand and get to know me. And I wasn't a Muslim, and I wasn't Pakistani, so I wasn't quite sure why they were being so nice to me. And I'm a very naturally curious person, so at the same time, I had been asking my Muslim friend a lot of questions. You know, what about this? What about that? The answers he would give me and how people were treating me at the local mosque really is what started to make me want to look into the religion. So I decided to pick up a Quran. I started reading that, as well as I started asking my friend a lot more questions, and I started praying at the mosque 2 to 3 times a day. About 2 weeks later, every single time that I got done praying, I felt this really beautiful feeling. I felt at peace in a place that I didn't even speak the same language as anybody. It got to a point that after every single time I'd pray Fajr, I sat there in the mosque while the Imam was giving a talk, and I kept going, I want to take my Shahada. Like, I want to do it. I want to become a Muslim. But I was so scared, and I didn't do it for like 2 weeks. Every single day I said, okay, today's the day I'm going to take my Shahada. And then right as I was going to do it, I kind of wussed out. I didn't end up doing it, and I went home. Now, one day after not taking my Shahada again, even though I wanted to, I went home, I left the mosque, and I started taking the elevator up to our house. Right as I got to the top, the elevator shut down and all of the power in the entire building went off. So I was stuck there in the dark, and the first thing that came to my mind of what I should start doing is making salah. So all I did for 15 minutes was just pray. I was like, well, I've got the open time. I might as well just start doing it. I was praying for guidance. I was praying for signs. I was praying for protection. And then right as I got done praying, I noticed that even though the power was off, the elevator door would still open. And I noticed this whole time when I thought I was stuck in here, I wasn't even stuck in the elevator. My mind went, there's no way that for 2 weeks I've been wanting to take my Shahada. Right after saying I'm going to do it, the whole power goes off. I think I'm stuck in the elevator. And the first thing that I go do is make salah. And I didn't even have to. I could have left the entire time. I was like, okay, I'm going to go inside. I'm going to go onto YouTube. I'm going to look up, how do you take your Shahada? And I'm doing it right now. And that's what I did. I literally Googled it, took my Shahada, recited what they were telling me on YouTube, told my friend, and then the next day we did it formally in the mosque. We had a whole celebration, and it was an amazing experience.
He had a Muslim friend from Pakistan, and during their travels, they visited his friend's hometown. The hospitality and kindness he experienced there touched him deeply. Long after, he found himself stuck in an elevator, praying to God the entire time. That moment became a turning point, and shortly after, he embraced Islam. As-salamu alaikum.